What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Listography. Jason and Joe here, doing another review for you. Today, we're talking about the new record by The Darkness called Motorheart. I was a Darkness fan early on. I liked their first record. Checked out the second record. I thought that was decent. And then they went on kind of a bit of a hiatus, I think. And I listened to, what was it, Hotcakes when that came out. And I liked it, I guess, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. And then this is the first one I've listened to since then, and I was a little surprised to even find out how many records they had between Hotcakes and this. They've got a handful that I totally missed. But yeah, this was a fun listen. What's your background with The Darkness? You've had them on some albums of the year too, I think, right?
I had them on one, just one. They were a very, very narrow loser, runner-up to Coheed in 2003 with Permission to Land. And I'm talking about me here. So I love that album. The second I heard it, it was just exactly what I wanted in 2003. In the spirit of the retro kind of rock revival that was going around early on, cued on by the Strokes and everybody. But they sort of were, The Darkness. They're all about AC/DC and Queen and classic rock and huge riffs with a really just incredibly raunchy sort of view on everything. Tracks like Get Your Hand Off My Woman and Black Shuck. And I mean, it was just great to have that sort of like naughty British humor with the big riffs and the high falsetto kind of coming back in. Loved it. And then sort of like, but what do you do from there? And The Darkness were like, all right, we'll turn it up. We'll put some sitars and like little keyboards and just totally go balls to the wall for One Way Ticket to Hell and Back. And it's okay. It's good. It has its moments. But then after that, like you said, they broke up a little bit, came back with Hotcakes. And then I think Last of Our Kind, Pinewood Smile, Easter Is Canceled. So they had a bunch of albums kind of that, at least in America, didn't get any, nobody listened to them here. And I've been sort of disappointed pretty much in their entire output since they came back. I thought Hotcakes was decent. Last of Our Kind is not very good. Pinewood Smile's okay. So I wasn't even really going to listen to this one. I was like, well, it's The Darkness. We're at the end of the year. It was just like, I'll skip it. I'll come back to it. But I'm glad I did listen to it because I really do like it. And I definitely think it's their best since One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, all about a sex android. And I think that concept really works for them, right in their wheelhouse. Brings back the weirdness, the cheekiness, but also there's plenty of heartfelt moments on here. It's not like totally sort of crude and, debaucherous. There's some very nice power ballads, some nice, even low-key stuff. And I think it's a very good direction for the band. Not too different from Permission to Land, but I think it's what they should be doing, the right track. I think their instrumentals are really good on this. A lot of good choruses, a lot of catchy stuff. Still in the AC/DC Queen mold, but even a song kind of that hints at a new direction. So I think it's a very fun album, and I've listened to it a couple of times now, and it's growing on me even more the more I listen to it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think so. It starts out with a bunch of like really riff heavy tracks that are more rockin', and those songs I found a little boring. I didn't think the hooks were that great. I thought the riffs were kind of just a little bit generic. I didn't find it that exciting. But as it goes on, I think the record gets more and more melodic, a little bit more mid-tempo. And I think the choruses get stronger as you go through the record. Tracks like Sticky Situations and Eastbound, I think, have great choruses. I really like the Queen type backing vocals on Sticky Situations. So, I think they do a good job of walking the line between, not going too far into like parody, like a band like Steel Panther or something, which I think would be easy for them to do. And they go right up to the line, I think. So they make it as fun as possible without being too ridiculous. So I think It's very good in that way. In terms of like how much I'm going to come back to this record, is this going to be like a repeat listen that I'll be listening to years from now? I highly doubt it. But I think for what it is, it's a fun listen. Going 3 stars on it.
Yeah, I mean, I have it at 4, and it definitely sort of fits into my listening, portfolio better than yours. And I do think they have some new tricks, some cool, almost like proggy elements, like some time changes and some cool drumming, interesting guitar work on the song like Motorheart. And but a lot of it's like almost power pop, maybe not power pop, but like 80s super poppy hard rock, something like Jesse's Girl, Sticky Situations. Just really great choruses, I think, throughout. When they get like 80s with a bunch of like synths and stuff on Speed of the Nighttime, I think that's pretty cool as well. I think they could do some stuff in that direction. And, it's 9 tracks, it's short, it's just filled with hooks and cool guitar and, clean, super high falsetto vocals. So it works for me, and I like it. It's 4 stars. It's not going to make my top 10, I don't think, but it's a good release. It's in my top 30 for the year, I'd say, and a welcome comeback for the Darkness, because I kind of had written them off, I think, for the most part.
So the last thing I will say is that if anyone hasn't seen it, Justin Hawkins has a great YouTube channel where he's like reviewing modern pop songs, and it's really funny. So I recommend that for sure, as well as this record, giving it a listen.
I do think, one last comment on Hawkins, I do like his lyrics a lot, because I think he is funny and he works that into the songs well. Like, he's not he's not Bob Dylan, but the clever stuff, the very opening track, Welcome to Glasgow, when he says the women are gorgeous and the food is okay. Like, just little asides and little funny bits that he works in. It adds, it's been a very rough year for a lot of people. So this is a heartfelt, funny at times record that doesn't take itself too seriously, which is always nice to have.
All right. So if you've given this record a listen, let us know what you think of it down in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and hit the bell for notifications. You can find Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram links down in the description. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.